There is a saying that greatness is not just what one does, but also what one refuses to do. And the internet has gone completely bonkers with the reaction of Hayden Deegan. And part of that is because of the ubiquitous of cell phones these days. Everyone has one, and they're being able to take pictures and photos and videos, because I believe his reaction is probably no different than a lot of big names when their bike blows. The only problem or difference was there wasn't cameras everywhere now. You kind of just saw what the broadcast showed you. Hunter Lawrence crashes at Southwick. Well, it doesn't really crash. His bike blows up at Southwick, and he handles it with class. He doesn't throw anything down, doesn't get overly angry. Does he realize that there's a lot of eyes looking at him? Yes. Is he much older than Deegan in comparison? Yes. He's a grown-ass man compared to a teenager. Yes, a teenager. So that is some context that people need to realize. And there's another example that Loretta Lynn 2020, Tomac, I believe, lost his crap with his bike blowing and him getting a couple DNFs. Rightfully so. You're trying to win a championship. But this is how you react. I am sure in the pits, by himself, with people that he trusts, with no cameras around, he probably had some words to say about the situation. But it's not about what happens to you. It's how you handle it. And if we look at Deegan, complete raw adrenaline, raw passion, just emotion. Kicks the bike, cusses, throws stuff down. He's not happy. To me, this is a rider that is not using this season as a learning year. He is on the precipice of doing something that many people can only dream about, or even have the opportunity to get close to win a 250 motocross championship. And so there's a lot of context here that a lot of people leave out. A, he's a young kid. B, this is a very pressure-filled situation where he's usually not faster than the rider he's fighting the championship with Hunter. So he's got to do everything he possibly can. Complete frustration. Yes, they caught it on camera. Yes, you could totally say that he's disrespecting the bike. This is not how you should act. And truthfully, I somewhat agree with that. This kid has a lot of influence. Hell of a lot of influence. And you don't want to be teaching the kids looking up to you. This is how you react to a situation like this, by damaging the bike further. It is have a negative condemnation to it. However, this is the big however. This is the professional level. There's so much passion going in here. This is a kid that was 3 points behind, and he's trying to win his first motocross championship. I would think that his father, Brian, and everybody around him would say, hey, I get it. We're all bummed. Let's use this as a teaching moment. So don't do it again. We can break down back. But you got to love the kid for being real. Because there's, again, a lot of guys that would react no differently. And because this kid's name is Deegan, there's way more attention to it. And I understand that expectations almost always lead to disappointment. But I am going to probably put the expectation out there that hopefully he doesn't do it again. Will he learn from this situation? But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and he's fun to watch. Absolutely fun to watch. Speaking of next year and in the future, this video is presented by Complete Racing Solutions. Coach Rob Beams has got a racing program that he's looking for an elite athletes. So his resumes are being accepted now. So make sure you go to CompleteRacingSolutions.com. I've got the link down below if you're interested in a sponsorship. And because of how big this kid is, I've heard so many things. I've heard the reason why the Star Yamaha has blown up was because he's testing the 2024 motor. Like, everyone at Star Yamaha is literally doing whatever the Deegans want, to the point where they're getting new staff hired and laid off for their discretion. Could I see that happening? Yes. Is that just a rumor? Yes. But you got to take it for what you want. At the end of the day, yes. Did Deegan damage the motorcycle? Probably yes. Did he overreact? No. Is it something that we want to see in the future? At least myself, no. I want to see him grow as an individual, and that's exactly what he's going to have. He's got the opportunity. He's going to be in the sport for a while. He's going to be winning championships. He's going to be winning races. He's going to have the opportunity to better himself, not just professionally as an athlete, but also as an individual. And that's what I'm excited to see. And so we are watching history and also somebody growing up is pretty much my take on the whole thing. So, yes, with context or without context, you could create whatever narrative you want. Man, it's just a bummer that that motor did give out, because we would have the last couple races would be very, very interesting. There probably would be some pushing and shoving going on, which makes for some good entertainment. So, hey, and Deegan, bum for you, man. And there's always next year, right? There's always another race.